Guys, our friends are back. The Game Time app is back, and y'all know how much we love the Game Time app at DCTV because the Game Time app gives you an opportunity to get last-minute tickets to anything you want, whether it's basketball, football, mixed martial arts, comedy shows. The Game Time app has you. And how about this? Your boy DC is going to help you get $20 off your first purchase by using my promo code DCTV. You know, the last time I used the Game Time app, the boy Luis wanted to go to a UFC fight. And you know how that dude don't be inviting his girlfriend. He needed an extra ticket. So the boy DC got him. I went to the Game Time app, punched that promo code DCTV, saved $20 off, and then save Luis's relationship. So guys, go to the Game Time app right now, download it, use my promo code DCTV, and save $20 off of your first purchase. Game Time. Welcome back, my friends. And Luis, your boy loves you. I always got you, baby. Let's get to the video. All right, guys. So UFC 298 just wrapped. I'm just getting home from the wrestling tournament, so my voice is a little bit messed up, but I still got to give y'all the reaction. So essentially, I'm at the tournament watching the matches while my other coaches coach, and I'm watching the pay-per-view and watching the matches. So I was so excited about this fight card that I had to be paying attention. But as you hear, my voice is gone because I've been yelling all weekend. But safe to say, I'm a happy coach. The Mustangs of Gilroy won the conference title for boys and girls. So, yeah, it was a good day for us. 13 champions across the two divisions. So, real good for the Mustangs. Anyhow, UFC 298. Ilia Topuria becomes the new featherweight champion of the world. Look, guys, I can't say that I'm a bit surprised that it went down the way that it did, only because he said it to me. And you can go back to the video. When he says he's going to do it in one round, I almost double take because I know who Alexander Volkanovski is. So I almost was like, wait, what? You think it's going to take you a round to get this dude out of there? He did it in two. You know, Volk started the first couple rounds and you could see him throwing a lot of kicks. Now, here's why that's important. When he fought Max Holloway the first time, he wasn't sure how to approach Holloway as a puzzle and how he wanted to fight him to try to become the champion. So he fought behind a lot of kicks, inside leg kick. That first round, Volkanovski threw more kicks than I have seen him throw in a really long time. That told me right away that he was very wary of the power. Because again, the legs are longer than the arms. So you can get to him with much less danger than you trying to get to him with your hands. So when I saw that, I said, this dude, he respects the power of Topuria. But he openly said that. When Topuria started to get his range, he said, even in the interviews, he's got to throw long combinations to try to get the vote. That's exactly what he did. He threw a long combination and nothing landed, right? He went right to the body, left up top, right hand that kind of passed the ear of Volkanovski. And then Alex turned, right hook over the top, put him completely out. You know, the reason he threw those long combinations, and I keep pointing to the interview, is because he said he didn't have to really respect the power of Volkanovski. He said it's different than Emmett. Against Emmett, he knew how hard he hit, so he had to be very cautious. This time he didn't need to. So he was willing to extend his combinations to 4, 5 punches, and ultimately the 5th punch is what got the champion, or the former champion. You know, Volk fought a good first round. He really did. And he looked like himself. But it was a weird dynamic in this fight because it felt like Volkanovski was trying to be safe in a fight against a guy that would never allow you to be safe. Topuria's confidence all week really was like mind-blowing. And he was so filled with belief, or the belief that he was going to be a champ, that when I left, I said, wow, he's got a ton of charisma. He's got a ton of belief. And I'm talking to his coaches, the brothers, and they said, man, we got him when he was just a little boy. We've been seeing this. We've seen his development time and time again. And this feels like destiny for him to not only become champion, but to become champion over someone that's been as dominant as Volk. I thought Topuria did a great job. And when you call your shot like that against someone that dominated in the way that Volk did, you can become a star. And as I said prior, I believe that this kid, after that result, has star quality, has star potential, and a big time push is in store for Ilia Topuria. Now, anytime a great champion loses, people start to question whether it's over. Is Alexander Volkanovski done? Guys, I'm not here to write this man off. And I think you guys should reserve those thoughts for a little bit down the line because we don't know. You know, everybody calls me in my circle when the fight happens. And it's immediately, Volk's done. He shouldn't have fought Islam again. It's lingering. Look, once the button's been pushed a couple times, it does become easier to go out. But I don't know that this was a great indicator of that, because if anyone took that right hand in that weight class, they're going out. Maybe not Max Holloway, because he has like the biggest, hardest head I've ever seen in my entire life. But if anyone else took that shot, that right hand, that clean, they're going out. So I don't know that it's time to write Alexander Volkanovski off. He's gotten knocked out 2 times in a row, though. So what I do believe he needs is time. He's got to allow for his chin to reset. The button cannot keep getting touched, because in practice, he won't get punched to get knocked out, but the button keeps getting pressed. He needs to stop letting the button get pressed for a little bit. He needs to step away from this thing and just kind of chill, right? He's got a great family, and he's got a new baby. I know that was difficult the first time, but I believe that it's what's needed. It's hard, though. It's hard to watch that. But like I told y'all, that damn place is cursed, man. That stadium is cursed. So many fighters lose championships in that place. Francis Ngannou retained against Cyril Gane. But if you recall, when Henry Cejudo fought when Davison Figueiredo fought Brandon Moreno, Davison beat him. When I fought, lost twice. Every time somebody goes to that place to win or defend a championship, for the most part, they get beat. And the same thing happened tonight to the great Alexander Volkanovski. Co-main event, Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker has long been one of the greatest middleweights of all time. It just is what it is. The dude is that good. He's that solid. And I thought tonight he showed that the fight against Dricus Du Plessis is more of a tip of the cap to Dricus and not what I was just talking about with Volk. Maybe Rob's done. I don't think. Well, now we know, right? Because Rob went back in there and fought and beat Paulo Costa, a motivated Costa who looked really good. who looked very strong, who fought well behind his kicks, he still beat him. So when Rob lost to Dracus in the fashion that he did, again, those questions started to arise. Is this not the same guy? Can he still take a shot like he did? Is he the same Robert Whittaker? Well, we know now. We know now. He needed time and prove once again that he is still viable. He's still one of the best middleweights in the world, and he's not going to just give up his place in the division. I I really respect his mentality, his mental strength, fortitude, and toughness, because it's not easy when you're living under those circumstances. The questions, he's handled that, come back out, and did exactly what he was supposed to do. Ian Garry fought Geoff Neal. Another close fight. Some people saying that they thought Geoff won. A lot of clinch work from Geoff Neal. But when you really look at the striking exchanges, you look at the person that dictated the ring or the octagon, you look at the person that did the damage with the shots, it doesn't matter what you feel about Ian Garry or his life outside the octagon. It's none of our business. You still got to judge him for the work that he put inside the octagon. Because guess what? That is our business. Or that is the thing that we, as fans of the sport, should pay most attention to. Ian Garry, the fighter. And tonight he beat a very tough Geoff Neal and did earn the biggest one of his career. He has no top 10 wins like that. He just beat one of the best guys in the world. And he did it in a way where there's only a small few people think that it wasn't the right call. Merab Dvalishvili is an absolute monster. His name is the Machine, and he is a machine. By the end of that fight with Henry Cejudo, it was very clear that the fight was going to end the only way that it ended, with Merab winning, because he won't be deterred. And I'll tell you this much, he's tough for anyone, because his pace, his pressure, his cardio, and his ability to just spam takedowns. He just like spams takedowns. He's the guy that you play in a video game that you throw and break controllers because he will not stop. He will not stop. He just keeps going and going and going and going. Fluffy Hernandez, Anthony Hernandez, amazing. Just an absolute savage. You know, you love seeing a guy like that who doesn't have all the, like, he's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, not the strongest, but he's just a gritty, hardworking dude that goes after you. And tonight, he beat Roman Kopylov, who people were so high on. I love the picture, though, of him with the smile on his face when he just knows that that choke's in. Hats off to Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Lemos putting on a fantastic fight. Yo, Dern is tough. Mackenzie Dern is freaking tough. And even Mark Zuckerberg after the fight gave her a hug, because you just got to respect someone that can fight, take a beating in the way that she did and still continue to fight in the way that she did. Very rarely do you get to lose and your stock raises. I feel like that was the case tonight for Mackenzie Dern. All in all, UFC 298 was a tremendous fight card. Look, Robert Whittaker says he wants a rematch. I'd watch it against Dracus du Plessis. UFC 300 main event got announced. Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira. Love that. That's going to be fun, because all I can think about is when Pereira was staring at him across the octagon when he beat Glover. So it has the backstory. Look, 298 was phenomenal. 299 goes down in Miami, and I can't wait for that one. UFC 300, though, it's going to be a blockbuster. Anaheim, cursed. Topuria, great new champion. Volkanovski, not done yet. Robert Whittaker just proved that you could come back after your most shocking performance. What a night from Anaheim, though. So, guys, I hate missing pay-per-views, and I will not make this a habit. So until next time, like, subscribe, tell your friend that DC's got a YouTube channel. And I'm dropping stuff like the post-fight reactions. This time it's not Octagon side, but it's still as good as it always is. Till next time, peace.